Thank you, Chairman Cruz, Ranking Member Cantwell, and members of the committee. And thank you, JD, Mr. Vice President, for your kind introduction. I deeply appreciate our friendship and that he was able to join me today. I'm profoundly grateful to President Trump for the confidence and faith he has placed in me. It is an honor to appear before you as your nominee for Secretary of Commerce. My family is here with me today. I would like to introduce you to my wife, Allison, who's sitting behind me, who for 30 years has been my great partner, advisor, and the spectacular mother to our wonderful children. My oldest son, Kyle, behind me, Brandon, Casey, and Ryan. My extraordinary sister, Edie, is also here, as well as Allison's brother, Rick, and my sister-in-law, Abby, and many of my closest friends have chosen to come down to support me. I grew up on Long Island, New York. My mother was an artist, as you said, and an art teacher. My father was a professor of American history. My mother, Jane, taught me how to appreciate life. When I was 14, she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. But she decided if she was going to die before then, she was going to live. I'll never forget the day she pulled me out of class. So I rushed to the car and said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "I'm okay, let's go." We drove to New York City. We went to art galleries. Then we went to the opera. We went to a late night dinner, got home super late. And of course, she expected me to get up and get to school on time the next day. My mother died in February 1978 when I was 16 years old. A year and a half later, my father was diagnosed with lung cancer. He kept his diagnosis secret from me because he wanted to make sure I left to start college in the fall. He dropped me off at school, and a week later, he went for his first chemotherapy treatment at a local hospital. The nurse accidentally gave him the wrong dose, and he died right then and there. It was September 12th, 1979, and I was 18 years old. So we all know losing one parent is heartbreaking, but losing both is something entirely different. It's life-shattering. Without any support from our extended family, Edie and I put my 15-year-old brother in a boarding school right near my college, and he would sleep with me in my dorm room on the weekends. The next year, Gary moved up to live with my sister and spent the next 2 years living with her while she earned her law and business degree. The three of us became inseparable. But as you can imagine, the pain we suffered when Gary and 657 of my other friends and colleagues at Kenneth Fitzgerald were killed on 9/11. The company was located on the top 5 floors of the World Trade Center. I still can't say without being emotional, sorry. But no one in the office survived. I was taking my son Kyle to his first day of kindergarten, which is why I'm with you today. The company was destroyed, but on September 12th, I hosted a call with my surviving employees, and I laid out 2 choices for them. We could either attend our friends' funerals, but that's 20 funerals a day for 33 straight days. Or we could try to rebuild the company to take care of the 658 families that we lost that day. So this phone call led to one of the most extraordinary events in American business history. All of our employees, both new and those that survived, agreed to donate 25% of their salaries to the families of 9/11 colleagues. So together we raised $180 million over the next 5 years for those families. And my employees, they stitched my soul back together. My employees never expected to get paid back, but I had other ideas. So in 2008, we took a division of our company public, and I gave each and every one of those employees double of what they had given to those families. I've worked at Cantor my entire career, 41 years, and rebuilding the company over the past 24 years is my greatest business achievement. After 9/11, we were down to about 1,000 employees. Today, the company employs more than 14,000. I'm so proud of my exceptional friends at Cantor, BGC, and Newmark. I saw the strength of the American spirit during President Trump's campaign, and it fueled my desire to serve our nation. We need healthy businesses, small, medium, and large, to hire our great American workers to drive our economy. I will dedicate myself to making our government more responsive, working to ensure Americans have the greatest opportunity for success. I am an outcome-driven leader, and upon my confirmation, I will take a thoughtful and rigorous approach to leading this great department and serving our country. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I look forward to taking your questions.